I'm on a oyster bar. I am going to launch the Mavic from the oyster bar and set it as home. And what that's going to do is, if there's any problems in flight, it's automatically going to return to home. So the Mavic's going to return to this bar. Feel a little bit safer about that than launching it from the kayak. Maybe I'll try to catch it from the kayak. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to land it over here. Now, one thing I have to keep in mind is that the tide is coming in. I don't spend a lot of time down here, so I don't know exactly how fast it's going to come in, but it's been coming in for a couple hours. So when I launch the Mavic, I'm going to be sure to launch it on the highest point I can, in case there's any issues, but I'm going to try and catch it, like I said. So let's get down to it. So this is a little Plano case I got from Bass Pro Shop, 20 bucks. Pull the kayak up a little bit. 20 bucks. The Mavic barely fits. I've checked it several times, and I want to make sure that, you know, the lid of this thing, as it's clamping down, is not putting a whole lot of pressure on the motors. So I got to be real careful of that. All right, so this looks like my spot. This is probably going to be covered up with water at some point today. But, you know, I mean, sometimes you got to take some risks. So what we're going to do is set up the Mavic. It only came with 6 blades, so it didn't come with a full set of extra blades like the Phantom does. These are color coded as well. See, that's your black, and then these little white stripes match up with, oh, that's black too. That little white ring right there. So this is the first big risk I've taken with the Mavic. We'll see how it works. I am going to be extremely peed if I wreck it, lose it, crash it, get it wet. I mean, if anything happens to it whatsoever, I am going to be fired up. But I didn't get this to fly it in the backyard. And I've flown it enough to where it's, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with it already. There we go. Alright, so how this is going to work. So we're going to open it up. Set it down on a flat spot. Yeah, the water's coming up kind of quick. And there's even more risk because I've got to use this while I'm on the kayak. But like I said, I'm going to set it to follow me mode. Now, how I'm going to deal with the controller and the phone and keeping it dry is I have a dry bag here. Dry bags are a must anyway when you're kayaking. Even more so when you have electronics. All right, so controller first. So how we launch this thing is you turn the controller on first. Connecting, once it says connecting, we turn the Mavic on. There we go. We're on. It's on camera mode now. We want it on video mode, GPS. Okay, so for any of the autonomous flight controls, you need to be in sport mode. That took me a second to figure out. Down here is your autonomous flight controls, home, ready to go. Home points marked. Yellowfin's rocking, guys. Just finished the DJI first follow me flight from the kayak. I didn't lose it and I got video, so that's a success. We're gonna keep electronic valuables in there, in a dry bag, in storage. Not gonna need those for the rest of the day. But yeah, I mean, the follow me function on the Mavic works awesome. Super smooth, stays with you. Got to the point where it kind of swung sideways on me a little bit, but I wonder if that's if a button was getting pushed while it was in the dry bag, because I didn't keep, you know, the phone and the controller in my lap to get salt water on it while I was flying. I kept it covered up under a dry bag. So awesome success so far. We'll see what the video looks like. Now all we gotta do is catch fish. So thanks for watching. Y'all take care. So the fishing's been kind of tough. I don't know. I've seen some guys catch some trout off the bank. They're using jig heads with gulp. I'm sure there's no fish around these dolphins. Oh, he's checking me out. That's cool.